Trump is a pedophile. And the Iranians know this, and there's a new Iran Lego video where they're quite literally calling him out directly, saying the president of the United States of America is a fucking pedophile, which is exactly what I was screaming in my probably most viral Instagram video, and I'm concerned that one of these days they're going to turn me into a Lego video. But on top of that, there's a release of all these UFO files, which is just like, oh, I'm here with Triv and Brad. Say hi, guys.
Hey, what's up, nigga?
Exactly. We got Triv and Brad here.
Break and fuck the news, nigga. Get your shit together. Sorry, I do that because he can't say it, and I feel like he hasn't seen me in what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's been a bit.
So I gotta get my niggas in now.
He's got to get it out. He's got to get it out. Oh, thank you for the $20. Thank you for becoming a loyalist. It's showtime. I'm still new. Can you introduce me to these nice fellas beside you? These are my fellow activists, my fellow comrades, my fellow content creators. But essentially, the point I was trying to make is that Donald is releasing a whole bunch of fake-ass UFO files to do, like, I think they're grasping at straws now. They have, like, lost their base so much. There's so, like, he has such little support that they're like, what can we do to try and bring people back to our side? They're like, we could be the people to release UFO files. You know, yeah. Granted, I don't believe anything the U.S. government says anymore.
Or take away representation of all black people in the Southern belt.
Are they doing that?
With the...
Oh, you've been tuned out.
Well, you mean taking all... I know that they did this in one state. Tennessee, yes.
Virginia just blocked it today.
Yeah, the Virginia Supreme Court did block the redistricting efforts. It's fucking diabolical. We do live in the bad place. But we have that to cover, and then we have Trump giving a speech with Gold Star families, and then answering a couple of questions from reporters. And then we're going to talk about this giant data center that Kevin O'Leary is making in Utah. It's got like 62 fucking square miles. It's literally...
It's 3 times the size of Manhattan.
Three fucking times the size of Manhattan. So...
Hey, donate right now, or you hate black people.
That's true.
Let me take a picture. Hold on.
Yeah, get in there.
Let me record this.
Yeah, everybody who's recording, if you don't donate, you hate black people.
I'm going to use this for a breaking news segment. I'm like, everybody in here is racist. You better do it right now.
If you don't donate $50 each, you are racist, okay? If you don't donate $50 each, you are racist.
50 is crazy. $2.
I am black. You can't use that against me. Yeah, we'll find a way.
Black people can be racist.
All right, we're going to watch this video. This is the new Iran Lego video.
Look at, what's her name?
You said you ain't no pedophile, but bitch.
I have not seen this yet, by the way, so you're going to get first reactions from me. I'm pretty sure Triv and Brad have seen it.
I haven't.
Brad hasn't.
They yelling worldwide for that Epstein scar, but you still the prez, man, this shit's bizarre. You said you ain't no pedophile, but bitch, you are. The whole world knows that you perverted rapist star. 30 years since and we build different, we don't break your people. See $5 gas and your whole country shakes. This ain't Call of Duty, these mountains, these troops alive. We are waiting for them. Come test it, no survivors. If they wanna die for Epstein's list.
Epstein's are... Yes. There's no shot.
I got you.
Troops alive, we are waiting for them. Come test it, no survivors. If they...
No, that's crazy, but I was saying no shot to this. That's the fucking picture of that IDF soldier.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, that they quite literally were like, it is anti-Semitic for you to share this picture.
He was created in a lab.
Oh no, I mean, dude, he's probably like, they are products of like inbreeding. The what is it? The Orthodox Jewish community, I believe, in Israel is like, they have a huge inbreeding.
So hold on. We need to interview George R.R. Martin.
Why? That motherfucker's a creep.
Exactly. He wrote the book. We keep thinking it's Harry Potter, it's Star Wars, it's this, it's that. Nah, bro, we're in Game of Thrones. Oh, because we're in the Great Spring Sickness era right now.
Oh, with the hantavirus? Yeah. Oh, Jesus. By the way, speaking of, we do have a little segment on the hantavirus. We have Trump talking about this. Who the fuck is that guy?
We got the welcome ready, buddy.
Is that their foreign minister?
Yeah.
The bounty bags.
The United Slaves of Israel. Oh my God. Is that a $50 donation? I need to hear a full belly "We Are Charlie Kirk" from you. I can do that for you. We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. There you go. That's what you get from me.
You guys also missed that. I did Whiteface in this song.
Oh my God. And then immediately got rid of it.
You remember I did Whiteface around the house?
Oh, when you did, yeah.
That's at the door.
Oh my God. They're turning Donald Trump into a shawarma.
Left your whole team dead. You came for war, but got cooked instead. Weakest president ever, take that L and quit, bitch. You go fetch Epstein's pals. Go fetch your lobby. This ain't a desert skirmish. This ain't your hobby. No point points in these talks. Cause the president of the United States of America is a fucking pedophile.
Hey, go back. I'm sorry. I didn't see that part.
This part?
No. Press play.
Is a fucking
Pause. Look at the truck.
Roll against Trump. Well, dude, he's turning the fucking Appalachians against him. He's losing everything. He's losing everybody. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate you.
pedophile. You thought you could hide, but we kept the file. Cause the president of the United
Dude, it's the smiles. It's a fucking pedophile.
They need to put. They just need
is
to
a
do
fucking
this on.
pedophile. F5 goes to your
With
base.
this one.
Kuwait smoke, throw jet back home. Legend mode. Cheap drones on your millions, your patriots broke. Hit Aludade, hang.
Bro, literally what I've been saying for a dog's age is that it costs them $20K to make a fucking Shahed drone. It costs us $1.6 million to shoot one down.
Yep.
Like, they know it's just a long game. All they gotta do is survive and keep playing the long
On your
game.
millions, your patriots broke.
While the
Hit
government
Aludade.
continues to beg
Oh,
us
the
for fucking
Al-Udeid
more
Air
money.
Base, bro, which the mainstream media keeps on saying, they keep on using the word struck or the word hit. They're like, yeah, the Al-Udeid Air Base was hit or struck. Bro, that thing was fucking annihilated. You can look at the satellite images that were just released of it. It's gone. Like, you can't be using that base anymore. You would need to fully fucking repair
Did
it.
you hear about the Saudis telling us that we can't use their airbase?
Exactly, dude. You lose MBS. That's what I was bitching to you about the other day. I was like, if you lose Mohammed bin Salman as Donald Trump, it's over, because that man is like a cold-blooded, ruthless murderer, and like he's so down for the funk. He was friends with Epstein. He's like, nah, Donald, you've gone too far, bro. You can't use my fucking.
Can we also
bases.
talk about how the Iranian strategy is very intelligent? They're like, well, we don't gotta bomb the United States. We just gotta blow up everybody in the Middle East. Who's
Well,
on
it's
our
two
side."
things. It's A, they don't have intercontinental ballistic missiles, right? They have interregional ballistic missiles, and B, those bases are so much U.S. soil that if you're born on them, you can still run for president. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're still bombing America.
Well, here's the thing. You
Correct.
gotta think strategically. Like somebody sitting in this room with these guys and is like, well, we will waste more money trying to shoot these ships. Why don't we just shoot up the bases?
Well, yeah.
And then even that, do you hear that now? I broke this news, breaking fuck the news. There was reports that the Iranian military was making videos and claims that they struck a U.S. frigate.
Yeah.
Then yesterday Trump goes, well, three frigates were fired upon, but nothing happened.
No, I know.
They fucked one of those ships up.
Oh no, they fucked it up.
They
They fucked
minimize
it up.
all the damage that's against the U.S. military all the time. This is not anything new. I bet you they're minimizing the casualties too. That wouldn't shock me
Oh,
at
I'm
all.
sure. I'm
So-
sure they are. I'm sure they are. I mean, I don't know. I think that the whole thing is fucked. I still don't believe that there's only 13 dead U.S. service members. I bet you that there's a whole lot more dead, that they found a way to like loophole it, like sort of like how during COVID, like they'd be like, oh, they didn't technically die of COVID, they died of a heart attack or some shit, and it's like, yeah, but they were in the hospital because whatever. They'll probably find a way to like say that they didn't actually die in combat, they died because of something else, you know. But let's finish this. This is almost over.
Hangars, Al-Assad runways turned to dust. Bases that took.
What the fuck?
Is that Mohammed bin Salman
Yes.
railing Donald Trump?
10
No, he's
years.
eating his ass.
He's eating his ass?
He's eating his ass.
Bases that
Now
took.
he's eating his ass.
Brother,
Now he's eating his ass.
That is the most diabolical shit I have ever seen in my life. He's also got a diaper
What's
on.
even worse is they're in the back praising him for eating his.
Yeah, well, because this motherfucker's a scumbag too. You know, this guy? I would even argue is like, oh, he's practically a race traitor for like just helping destroy the entire Middle East. You
Saudi
know?
Arabia, right?
Yes.
He has
Yeah.
slaves.
Yeah, well, a lot of the fucking Middle Eastern countries have slaves, but yeah, no, the Saudis have an open slave market. You know.
10 years and billions. One night fucked.
Oh,
Jesus.
oh, P exit.
Yep, with the
Jump scare.
Jack Daniels.
CENTCOM attack.
AI.
Yeah.
They literally take everything and make it into Lego form.
Iran flipped the script, left your whole team dead. F-35 hit radars blind, whole Air Force exposed. We rebuild in weeks, you need years just to
Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
He's on coke.
It says dumbass on his boots.
No,
Son.
he's wasted.
What does it say?
need
Dumbass. Yeah.
years just to reload. Slow ass. Let's talk about your resume, the biggest of L's. You're an Epstein.
Holy shit. 2 Epstein from DJT, subject island visit. Blank visit is on track. When can I come to the island? But it says BJ Quinn. Is that Ball?
Yeah.
Who is this? Is that supposed to be him?
Yeah, that's Donald.
Wow.
That's Ball. That's Melania. They got a fucking golden statue just like the one he put up in Doral.
Legos White House.
Yeah, the leg. Oh my god, dude.
Beam pen pal rotting in even your own smells. You know why? Cause the president of the United States of America is a fucking pedophile. You thought you could hide, but we kept the file. Cause the president of the United States of America is a fucking pedophile.
I need to learn the dance.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so now, speaking of the President of the United States, who is a fucking pedophile, now we're just going to move on to a couple of his posts on Truth Social that I wanted to cover. So this one is important. This is the one I think you were talking about. All right. 3 world-class American destroyers just transited very successfully out of the Strait of Hormuz under fire. There was no damage done to the 3 destroyers, but great damage done to the Iranian attackers. They were completely destroyed, along with numerous small boats, which are being used to take the place of their fully decapitated navy. These boats went to the bottom of the sea quickly and efficiently. Missiles were shot at our destroyers and were easily knocked down. We're gonna pause for a second. Missiles were shot at our destroyers. When you keep on claiming that the only thing they have left are naval boat, like small boats with a machine gun on the front of it, or like fucking AK-47s, you also claim that you have destroyed, your exact number was 89% of their missile silos. Yeah. So I'm sure this is just one of the 11% remaining. No, fuck you. You didn't do that. This is absolutely ridiculous. And also, like, how is this a flex that you took down these numerous small boats when we were the United States Navy, and you're about to post, I'm going to show you, you're about to post how we have like laser weaponry. Meanwhile, they were able to fire upon us like this. All right. Missiles were shot at our destroyers and were easily knocked down. Likewise, drones came and were incinerated while in the air. All right, so clearly you haven't destroyed their drone manufacturing program. I don't know why he says this shit.
Like they said,
Well, they're coming from China.
He says things
No, I don't know why
reality,
he says this shit.
Yeah,
why are you saying this?
Because he's a narcissist. He literally has to fucking have people
you
agree with him
know,
at all times.
You know,
and manipulate everything.
Whenever there's a line like that, that's AI.
I know it's an
Yes,
M-dash,
I mean-
but like still, why are you admitting this?
Right.
You know, because this leads into my hand, my play.
know.
All right. They dropped ever so beautifully down to the ocean, very much like a butterfly dropping to its grave. What the
Somebody told me that's a thing to like pedophiles. They say that about kids.
Oh, that's dumb.
Butterflies, like somebody in here told me that. Yeah, they said it in my comments. Somebody here knows about that. Somebody was like butterflies and reference and pedophilia. It's like something.
A normal country would have allowed these destroyers to pass, but Iran is not a normal country. They are led by lunatics. And if they had the chance to use a nuclear weapon, they would do it without question. You mean like we have?
Dude.
But they'll never have that opportunity. And just like we knocked them out again today, we'll knock them out a lot harder and a lot more violently in the future if they don't get their deal signed fast. Our 3 destroyers with their wonderful crews will now rejoin the Navy blockade, which is truly a wall of steel. Oh, is this your version of the Iron Dome, you stupid fuck?
He literally just said yesterday that Iran would be a glow. And he's saying that any of these maniacs would use nuclear weapons. Says the fucking maniac
Dude,
with the nuclear weapons.
He's fucking threatened to nuke Iran like 9 times.
I know.
And this website is such dog shit, bro. You have to refresh it like every single fucking time. All right, so he posts that. And then this just blows my mind, bro. The steak ad at the bottom of this,
Jesus
and
Christ.
this is an AI generated image, obviously, for a fucking UFC fight that's going on the White House front lawn. Jeez, it's a nightmare. Then he posts this.
We should go down there.
Fuck that, dude.
We should go to DC.
I am not welcome in the White House until the end of 2020.
No, we're not going to the White House.
Oh.
Let's go to DC.
I'm down.
Because it's going to be on the White House lawn. You can see it from outside.
No, you're
We'll
right.
probably
You're
end
right.
up going.
It's nuclear, not nuclear. I know. I've been saying nuclear. Go fuck a duck. Lasers. Bing, bang, gone. Great. Thanks, Donald. Some bullshit about the price of oil, even though this is completely not true. Trump's stock market all-time high. Shut the fuck up. This one is hilarious. Iran excursion. But what is really important is these other tweets where he goes, oh, obviously he's celebrating that the Virginia Supreme Court struck down the Democrat gerrymander, which is quite literally just a way to give black people more voting representation. Right. So Supreme Court is bought and paid for, even though this is the Virginia Supreme Court. But it doesn't matter. This one is important. As for my promise to you, the Department of War has released the first tranche of UFO/UAP files to the public for their review and study. In an effort for complete and maximum transparency, it was my honor to direct the administration to identify and provide government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomena, and unidentified flying objects, whereas previous administrations have failed to be transparent on this subject. With these new documents and videos, the people can decide for themselves. What the hell is going on? Have fun and enjoy. President Donald J. Trump. Bro, he fucking quite literally knows how stupid all of his supporters are. And he's like, you guys will fall for this. Yeah. You guys will 100% fall for this.
And he's passing it off like, is this the guise of transparency? Like, I'm so transparent when he still hasn't released.
Dude, these fucking people are so... Look at that.
What is this?
These fucking people are so demented. It's unfucking believable.
Wow.
What the fuck? This website's trash.
I know. It's the worst website I've ever been on.
Wow.
All right, we have more. I have to go back to. Dude,
it's gonna give me nightmares.
This page sucks. Look at this.
Yeah, it's the whole fucking website, dude. It's a joke.
It only tells the truth, though. Apparently.
Yeah, it is Truth Social. No, not women for Trump. I want Donald Trump. Give me Donald. Donald, I promise I did not suck Jeffrey Epstein's lemon-shaped penis. All right, then this is the last one. This one is so fucking funny to me. He goes, I am pleased to announce that there will be a 3-day ceasefire, May 9th, 10th, and 11th, in the war between Russia and Ukraine. The celebration in Russia is for Victory Day, but likewise in Ukraine because they were also a big part and factor of World War II. This ceasefire will include a suspension of all kinetic activity and also a prison swap of 1,000 prisoners from each country. And this request was made directly by me, and I very much appreciate its agreement by President Vladimir Putin and President Volodymyr Zelensky. Hopefully, it is the beginning of the end of a long, very long, deadly, and hard-fought war. Talks are continuing on ending this major conflict, the biggest since World War II, and we are getting closer and closer every day. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump.
The fact that they each have 1,000 prisoners just to let go is crazy.
They have way more than 1,000.
Yeah, I know, but like...
It's so stupid. I know for a fact Russia is not going to use this ceasefire, or they're going to use this ceasefire to just like move positions and relaunch another assault.
What do you think Putin's end game is here? Like what would
European domination?
Yeah. But like if your military is as like large as you say it is, right? Mm-hmm. Like even when you had the Wagner Group completely on his side, right? What would have stopped him? Because the Wagner Group was like 5,000 strong.
More than that,
like 10 grand, like 10K,
something like
right?
that, yeah.
Why not just if you were really serious about taking over this entire country,
continent, even
the country first, right?
Yeah,
send them all in. Like, what's the like?
He had to. This is what I think is that what Putin has to do is tiptoe where he can go hard enough to win the war, but not hard enough to invoke a NATO response. You know what I'm saying? Where it was like, if I wanted Ukraine, I could just annihilate the shit out of them and roll in with the tanks, but then NATO will be like, brother, you have the entire Russian military, the entire tanks division and bombing runs and all this shit going on. We're going to have to respond. But he's doing it. This is how Putin fights. He does a slow drip. I mean, for fuck's sake, when did he take Crimea? 2008? Under Obama, right? So like that was, I would argue, the first step in the invasion of the total invasion of Ukraine. He's doing a slow drip because he's not going to get kicked out after term limits. He has all the time in the world until he fucking dies. He's like, honestly, it's easier to take Ukraine with a slow drip than like an overnight blitz. Because if I do overnight blitz, now I might have to fight a hot war with NATO. If I do a slow drip, they don't give a fuck. They didn't even notice.
I think this is proven though that like they're not going to respond.
NATO? Yeah, no, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, I'm surprised he hasn't done the blitzkrieg method. Surprised.
Because, I mean, maybe that's the final nail.
He knows that would invoke a response, or he thinks that they would.
I don't think NATO would respond because they're so.
I don't think so either.
If NATO was going to respond, they would have responded when they used the vacuum bomb and they discovered a 10,000 burial ground.
Yeah.
In the middle of a Ukrainian city. Ukraine showed video evidence of it. So There's something.
Well, I think
there's something
NATO's
else
also tweaked out. I think a big part of this was getting Trump in office because NATO's tweaked out that that America wouldn't help in a war against Russia. We would either literally fight on Russia's side because Donald's a psycho, that's a possibility, or just abstain. Be like, we're not going to fucking.
I also did say this: if Zelensky really wanted to hold the world by the balls, all he would have to do is say, okay, well, if they're going to invade like they say they are, I'm going to overload the reactors in Chernobyl and tell everybody good luck.
Well, yeah, but that's...
So I did watch a video on this.
Then we'd kill him.
I said this thing, true, but I'm going to die anyways.
Yeah.
Like, if the Russians... Listen, I've said this before. I said this like a year ago. And then I watched a scientist talk about it. If he was to overload the reactors at Chernobyl, it would cause such a large... It would seep into, like, parts...
The Black Sea. It would end the world.
Whoa.
If that seeped into the Black Sea and you contaminated the Black Sea, it would eventually contaminate every ocean on planet Earth, and then we'd all fucking die.
You know, if I was the leader,
I got an idea.
If I was the leader of the Ukraine, right, and my only option I got left is I'm gonna die in a gulag, or they're just gonna come assassinate me, or I overload the reactors.
Man.
Well, yeah, but you're also forgetting that, like, just because the Russians take your land doesn't mean all of your people die. You overload that fucking reactor, all of your people die.
Will die.
You're dooming your people to death, even though, like, you know, like, there is still a chance they can live under a Russian occupation. They've done it before. They're fucking Ukrainians, bro. They've lived under Russian occupation on and off for fucking 100 years or more at this point. The reactor, it's like, fuck your people. You're killing everything. You're killing the land, the soil. You're killing the soil. That's the whole part of fighting for your land is, this is my soil. And now our leaders, I'm going to poison the soil. You're like, I don't know. That to me, I don't think would work. But regardless, we're moving on to this. We're going to watch King Donald. We're going to watch King Donald give his 20-minute remarks. It's going to be hard. It's going to be brutal.
The President of the United States.
This is the White... It's 20 minutes. This is the White House, by the way. It looks more and more like Mar-a-Lago.
Buckle in, strap in.
I'm going to speed him up. I can't listen to Donald speak.
It's so hard to listen to shit.
We're going to speed him up. No, I'm not getting copyright striked. Absolutely
You know
not.
what I was saying?
They should have started playing it.
Dude, they will one day. I'm muting it until it's over. God bless the USA.
Thank you very much. We love that song. We could have listened to the whole song. We had that right from the beginning. It's Lee Greenwood.
You're
and it's
German.
been a great tribute
I
to
am.
all of us.
So is he.
You're German?
Why don't we
Well,
sit down?
my mom is German. My dad is Italian.
What kind of German?
Bavarian, the most Nazis. Like, the highest. I had like a great uncle who was in the fucking SS. It's bad. It's real bad. It's real bad.
We've
My
got
mom's
plenty of
last
time.
name was Rothengascht.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
She changed it to Valenti?
Well, when she got married. But the red gas, get the fuck out of here, bro. That's your last name.
Special
Anyway,
people,
anyway.
had that right from the beginning. It's Lee Greenwood, and it's been a great tribute to all of us. Why don't we sit down? We've got plenty of time, right? Special people, very special people. And
This is
I
a
hope you like what
speech
we're
for-
doing. Did everybody?
This is a speech for Gold Star families, which are, I believe, families of like fallen U.S. soldiers in combat. So I can't wait to see how callous and like no empathy he's gonna be to these people, bro. This motherfucker will treat everyone the exact same, like dog shit.
Yep.
He doesn't give a fuck who you are. You could be his wife.
Everybody get to see the Presidential Walk of Fame, right? And
$50, he brings up Joe Biden's picture being the auto pen picture.
you have some of your favorite presidents there, some of your least favorite presidents. Some were good, some were great, some were terrible, but that's the way life goes, right? And you notice the roses. This is a rose garden, and we added a lot of roses, I will tell you. This was a rose garden that didn't have too many roses, and if you look now, we cornered the market on roses.
By the way, this is what I was talking about earlier, which is like Trump really is obsessed with like vanity and like he's like a theater kid. He's like, we got more roses, we're cleaning up the pool, I've got the golden statue, we're building the ballroom. Like he has like architect autism. You know what I mean? Like everybody has their own like train autism or whatever. His is Bob the Builder. He's Don the Builder. It's much like Bob the Builder, except he also rapes kids.
And you deserve them. So thank you for being with us in this beautiful spring, this gorgeous spring day.
Oh, this motherfucker would love Minecraft. Somebody, when he gets like drooling dumb fuck, needs to give him a PC and give him Minecraft. He'd be like, look at my ballroom! Oh!
Very famous rose garden. It's been famous for a long time. They let it get a little bit out of control, but now it's brought back to the highest level. And you know where you're standing or sitting right now is white stone. and that was grass. And the problem with it is you couldn't walk on it because
Brother, there's a war. Brother, we're in the middle of a war.
this was built on a wetland and the grass
Yeah, and there's like a new virus.
was always soaking wet. It didn't matter. It was always soaking wet, absolutely. And so when Brooke Rollins would get up and start making a magnificent speech, and she'd be standing in mud, and she'd say, I ruined my shoes. Her speeches would never be as good as they could have been because she was always concerned about ruining her shoes. But people would come here, women would come with the high heels, and it wasn't a pretty picture. So after about 150 years, we gave up in the grass, so we said, let's build it so we can use it. And now we have lunches here, we have dinners here, and it's nice and it's cool. The white.
By the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but part of the main reason why when he started losing support was over the ballroom and over the Trump Kennedy Center. I mean, among his own base, like the biggest drop. And it's because like it's so disconnected from like anything where like it doesn't even matter whether you're talking about war, groceries, gasoline, this shit, bro. None of us are ever gonna step foot in there. Like, how many people do you think will ever step foot in that ballroom out of 365 million of us? I'm gonna assume maybe 50,000 people in total throughout the next like 20 years. And a lot of them will be the same people coming in and out of it over and over again. None of us are gonna be here. None of us get to see this. Why would we give a fuck? And he's so disconnected. He's like, I ran into the Trump Kennedy Center. None of us are ever going to the Kennedy Center, bro. Maybe somebody, but not the average fucking Joe.
I don't think the bunker is a real thing either.
The military complex beneath it. Why not?
I think they're gonna use it for something else.
Well, it's definitely going to
some
be
nefarious shit
a
regardless.
bunker
And
in the sense where it's going to be able to sustain attacks.
Didn't they change the price of the total cost?
Yeah, they went from 200 million to 400 million.
And then they went up even more, I think, to $1 billion or something.
Yeah, well, he says that the $400 million is for the ballroom part of the ballroom. That's like actually what he said. So that means that the ballroom is just code for the entire complex.
I'd love to see where the fucking actual
It's a
money
data
goes,
center.
if it
I'd
goes
believe
into
that.
those-
I would believe it's a data center.
That would not shock me whatsoever.
Anyway, let's keep it.
reflects the sun, so you don't. Well, it does go in my eye right now. I noticed. I didn't anticipate that, but it's a great place. It's a great place, and we do news conferences. We do everything. And
Wait. He painted the stones white, and now the sun is reflecting in his eyes, and he goes, "I didn't expect that." Like, that's actually kind of fucking hilarious, dude. You're a fucking idiot.
You probably noticed a new black granite, and it's been so well received. People can't even believe it because the stones were all broken and really in bad disrepair, and it's really become great. And we added the pictures.
Is DJT ever going to suffer the consequences for his actions? No, bro, no. It doesn't matter what you do. America, the country, will never throw one of its presidents in prison. It is such a bad look internationally. Like, if that were the case, we would have to throw every single one of them in prison. Like, I mean, all of them. They have all committed fucking war crimes. I'm not saying he shouldn't face consequences. Of course he should. But no, he will not. That's why we have a cabinet. They will face the consequence. Pete Hegseth, Kristi Noem, Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, they're all, if there is justice, they will go to prison for him. You know what I'm saying?
Of the presidents, from George Washington to a guy named Trump, and people really, they've loved it. We call it the Presidential Wall of Fame or Walk of Fame. We say you could call it either. Do you like walk or wall? Ready? Walk, Presidential Walk of Fame.
I hate when he does this, bro. He does this all the time.
President.
Wait, is there a single ounce of... Okay, there's some brunettes there. I was about to say, is this straight up Aryan cult shit?
You said these are people whose families...
Yeah, Gold Star families.
Or the black people.
True, bro. I don't see a... I mean,
black people
maybe there is one.
in the US military since...
The Civil War.
Fuck the Civil War. The Revolutionary War.
Were they part of it? I mean, I'm sure there were, but I'm like, we still had slaves back then.
Yeah, but they served. Yeah,
well, I believe it.
So the British, the ones that got away, served for the British. Mm-hmm. The ones that didn't get away because they had like whole battalions full of slaves that were fighting for their freedom. They were like, "Nah, go get these niggas from these plantations and go put them on the front."
Now, slave battalions are nuts.
They had a plethora of them.
Puerto Rican served in every way. That is true.
Same. That's the same. I would call that a tie. But I want to thank you all for being here. It's amazing. The weekend we celebrate Mother's Day, honoring the women who raised us and all of the wonderful mothers in our lives for millions of American families. Sunday will be filled with love and gratitude and joy. I had a great mother, by the way.
Your mother's a dead slut.
Today we're honored to be joined by many strong and truly heroic moms who have stood up for their children, both in life and in a very profound loss. Very, very terrible in many, just terrible loss in many cases. And we have a lot of the greatest people on earth. Angel moms, they're with us today. They're great people. They've been through so much, and I got to know so many of you during my first days of running. I got to know you and I got to love you. But we want to thank you for being here. Mother's Day is one of the great days. I always think so fondly of my mother. I had a wonderful mother.
Sunday.
Among those with us this afternoon are a number of the angel moms who saw their precious children stolen from them by the open border policies of the radical left,
Oh my God.
God.
I did it for you.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that is disgraceful, dude. Claim that, like, these people who also, like, I love how we always pretend like a single act of violence represents the entire fucking group of people. What would happen?
Look at the pause.
His face.
Oh, look at his fucking face. That's a beautiful face. But we always act like one single act of violence represents an entire community, and nobody ever says, like, okay, well, you claim to represent, like, white Christians, so are all white Christians pedophiles? You know, like, nobody ever flips that script.
Open borders, I call them stupid borders, not open.
Got arrested for pedophilia.
Dude, so
There's
many of
a
them.
ton
And
of them.
murder, too.
Or that FedEx driver who's a fucking 6'2"
Yeah.
white guy who kidnapped a girl, killed her,
I
and
saw
hid her
that,
body
too.
in the woods.
Jesus
He just got
Christ.
convicted the other day.
And they're gonna.
Or we can talk about that innocent black guy who literally his cousin said, I killed somebody, and they still executed him in Texas. We can talk about a plethora of things.
And nobody's been prosecuted for the Epstein files.
Not one person, not one fucking person. However, they did investigate one of the people who, one of the journalists who, like, found the original Epstein files.
Oh, yeah, he was
call
sentenced to
stupid
death.
That's who they investigated?
Huh? Yes.
UPS driver. I thought it was FedEx.
Jesus Christ. There's thousands of hours of footage of Donnie D. There's got to be a video of him saying the F slur and the N word somewhere. Of course there is. Of course there is.
You guys have
dude.
never heard the
Wait. Do you think that would do anything to him? Dude, if there was a video of him saying the F slur or the N word, like, that would, his base, he probably gained a couple, like, 2% support. They'd be like, oh, wow, he is one of us.
You guys never heard the audio of him talking about black people during the Central Park 6?
Central Park 5.
You never heard the audio?
No.
He was on a talk show and he starts going off about those guys and he goes, hey, there's a problem in that community altogether.
Oh, yeah, no,
Blacks
I
are
think
just
I have
violent. He said they're violent creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that sort of talk was acceptable in the 70s and 80s. You got to remember, it had only been like 20 years since we got
That's the reason why I say white
segregation.
slurs now, man. It's acceptable for us to be
people-
racist towards white people. Right? The fucking
By stupid people that put them there. And the migrant criminals that let them pour into our country, and bad things happened. Bad things happened. 25 million people came into our country. Many of them were criminals. Many of them were murderers. They allowed them in with their open border policy of stupidity. These incredibly brave and resilient women have turned terrible tragedy into unyielding resolve, becoming advocates so that their mothers do not have to endure the same heartache that they've felt all their lives. They've felt for so long. They've raised the most beautiful child that it's taken, and they've spent so many years. In many cases, I see some of you I've known you for years, and others are unfortunately new members of that club. And I say unfortunately, it's a sad thing. Should have never happened. Should have never happened. In their honor, we've rapidly turned the worst and most dangerous border in the history of our country into the strongest border in American history. We have no people come in during the last 11 months. We have zero.
There's no fucking shot you believe that, Donald. There's no shot. How do you even record the people that got in here without you knowing? You know what I'm saying? Like, the number you're reporting is there were 0 undocumented immigrants. We're not documenting the people who come in here undocumented. It's in the fucking name.
Why you say call them undocumented?
Yes, they happen to get through. You know what I'm saying? That's so fucking stupid.
Nobody even tries to come up. You know, you used to read about the thousands of people that would pour in, and they just come up in caravans. I think it was my name I came up with. It looked like a caravan.
It was my name. Shut the fuck up, man.
I believe you too, Donald.
Like,
I'm gonna go get a shot of tequila.
Yeah. Help
Like,
yourself. Help
seriously,
yourself.
man. This is so hard for me to get through these. I try to do videos on fucking Trump, and I can't even fucking do them.
I can't stand him. That's why I put him
Because-
in 1.5, bro. Thank God he's in 1.5.
Yeah.
25, 30,000 people pouring up. They walk through Mexico. They come from all different locations. Come from all over the world, actually. But they came in through our southern border, and they'd come up and just let them walk in. They'd walk in. Nobody had any idea who they were. They were murderers. 11,888 murderers. They were allowed to come into our country. We've gotten a lot of them out. Many of them murdered more than one person. What a shame. What a disgusting shame. That people can even think that this is okay is pretty incredible. But for the
looking for a
past 12
glass
months
strip?
we've had, that's been our
Probably in the
These numbers are done
dishwasher.
by people that the numbers when I say zero, I actually mean zero. It's hard to believe actually, but they're done by people that they tend to be somewhat on the left. So.
Oh yeah, dude. Yo, you're right, man. It's not like if you look at documented violent crime, it's not like it's way like disproportionately comes from right wing people. But and also even if it was, bro, it doesn't represent the entirety of a population. It doesn't represent an entire race or oh my god, or entire category of people.
They're not going to give us a fair shake.
Hey!
And they say that, people don't come anymore because they know they're not going to get through. So when they know they're not going to get through, they just don't come. And just on that, we save a lot of lives because that journey up from Honduras and El Salvador and lots of other countries, or from the Congo, where they drop them there and they walk up and they come through our country. They emptied the prisons of the Congo into the area of the southern border and then told them to just walk in because stupid Americans are going to accept you beautifully. And these were hard, mean, vicious criminals they allowed into our country. How anybody can vote for these people is hard to believe, okay? It's hard to believe. but to a friend of mine, Marianne
There you
Mendoza.
go.
Marianne, where's Marianne? Where are you, Marianne? I got to know you right from the beginning, right? And I won't ask her that, but I would often ask, is it easier with time? Because time has gone by. Marianne, no? It's not. Sadly, it's not. You know, you always hear it with time.
That's
and
an
time.
artillery of tequila.
But a lot of people say it's not. It's not easier. But you're a special woman. I've gotten to be a friend of yours. You're a special woman. What you have to go through is disgraceful. Tammy Nobles. Tammy, are you here? Tammy Nobles. Right. Does time help, Tammy? No. It used to be.
What the fuck?
Cracker.
Does- Bro. He just asked one of these women.
Spots in there, man.
He just asked one of these women with a dead child, does time help? No? No?
Answered for her.
What the fuck, dude?
He asked and then answered for her.
You know, time heals all wounds, right? But it doesn't. When you love somebody that much, it doesn't help like it should. Jacqueline Medina, a great person. Where's Jacqueline? Jacqueline,
He has
where are
no
you?
concept of how to feel anything.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
He doesn't feel
and so
anything.
many others, and I want to thank you for coming. And
Is that a nigga I see in the back? Right there. That nigga right there? What is that? I can't see him. What is that? That nigga? What is she?
That's you. That's you. I can't say what that is. That's all you now.
Is that a black person?
I can't though.
It might be.
I don't know.
Could be the
He's
shadows.
too far away.
Hold on. See. I can't tell if that's one of our people. It look like kinfolk, but I can't tell.
I don't think you've been treated properly. It's hard to believe.
I think there's some braids. That's a nigga. I think that's a nigga right there.
But the angel moms have not been treated properly. But this president treats you properly. I can't speak for others, but this one treats you properly. And we love you all. And all I can say is our hearts are out to you on Mother's Day. And you have a good Mother's Day. Go and have a good Mother's Day. In securing our border, we've also made tremendous strides in stopping the flow of illegal drugs into our country. The flood of deadly fentanyl across our border is down by 59%. And the drugs
59,
coming...
motherfucker. You said it was like 99 at one point. Like
He
what?
just makes shit up.
Yeah, these
He
are
doesn't-
all
this
made
isn't
up
fucking
numbers.
real.
in by sea are down by 97%. 97%. And we're trying to figure out who the 3% are because they are the bravest people on earth. You see how we stop them by sea. You know, for years they'd go and catch the boat, bring them to court, they'd go in, they'd go out. By the time of the evening, they'd be back on another boat, bringing drugs in. So we gave them warning, and we don't do that anymore. We do it much more efficiently. But think of that, down by sea. A lot of them came in, about 50%. It's down 97. Now we've started a very strong. The sea was more difficult, and now we've started land, and you'll see it coming down. It's come down a lot, but you'll see it coming down. And they come through Mexico for the most part. We have
Thanks for the $10, bro.
problem because the cartels rule Mexico, and nobody else. The cartels, they just rule it. And, you know, we lose 200,000 people a year through this poison that pours into our country. So
No,
we
we
have
don't.
the sea done, meaning the ocean.
Wait, no, we
waterways.
don't. We definitely do not lose 200,000 people a year to fentanyl.
He just makes shit up.
That is an asinine number, bro. That would be like that would be insane. That's probably the amount of people who just die of all drug overdoses in general. And also the argument to that is then saying that everybody who dies of diabetes are being killed by McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? There is a person, listen, this is coming from somebody who is a drug addict, bro. There's a level of responsibility that goes onto the person who is doing the drugs, and there's a level of responsibility that goes onto the society that foments that sort of environment of desperation that leads to drug use. And the thing is, let's just say hypothetically you fucking destroyed the Mexican cartels. Now there's a vacuum. Just, oh my God, it's exactly what we do in the Middle East. You take out the Mexican cartels, you're not going to take away the desire for drugs. Somebody else will fill that hole and go, okay, well now there's an open market and I want to make that money. You know, somebody will make the drugs. If you killed my drug dealer back when I was a coke addict, I would have found another. That's my fucking point.
Yeah.
It's pretty much done, 97%, and we're going to have the land done very soon. I want to thank the brave moms fighting the epidemic of drug addiction, and this afternoon, including Ann Funder. Ann, you here someplace? Ann Funder does a great job. Wow, good. That's a great job you do, Ann. Stephanie Rowe. Stephanie, thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. Behind the cameras there, Stephanie. Thank you very much. And a friend of mine, Jackie Siegel, who's a great mom, great mother. Thank you,
I know
Jackie.
every single woman
I've known
in
her
this
for a long
crowd
time. She
says
looks
the
better now
hard
than
R.
she did 20 years ago, right?
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much, Jackie.
100%.
Last summer, it was my great honor to sign the Halt Fentanyl Act into law, and we'll never give up on that mission for ending the drug epidemic in America. We've come a long way, though. We've stopped massive amounts of drugs from coming in. This afternoon, we're also joined by some of the most extraordinary mothers our nation has ever produced, our cherished Gold Star moms. These are Gold Star moms. These mothers raised up children so selfless and so devoted that they volunteered to wear the uniform of our nation and laid down their lives for all of us. One of those mothers is Janice Chance. Janice? Where's Janice? Thank you. Thank you, Janice. Hi, you look great. That's a beautiful hat.
I wonder if
Thank
they've
you,
got
Janice.
any Operation Epstein Fury. Oh, whoops. I wonder if they've got any Operation Epstein Fury Gold Star families in the crowd, because like 13 people died. I wonder, so allegedly only 13. I wonder if they've got, cause if he's like, oh, and he died during the beginning of the Operation Epic Fury.
He would never host that though. He would never.
You never know. He's
and
fucking psychotic.
Maybe, God.
Your son, Marine Captain Jesse Melton, and I heard he was an outstanding. They give me lists and they tell me about people. You know, they said that Jesse was outstanding, Janice. They have the word outstanding. Thank you for being here. Just before we went to Afghanistan.
Jesse, on the paper for your dead son, it says outstanding. All right, moving on. Like, that's unironically what he just did.
Yeah.
And in 2008, Jesse told his mother, Mom, I want to go change the world and make it an even better place. I want to make it a better place, Mom. Just before his 30th birthday, even though he had the day off, Jesse volunteered to take the place of a fellow Marine and that of his brother-in-arms could be present for the birth of a daughter. That day, Jesse gave his life for our country. Jesse was struck down that day by helping somebody else. And Janice, I want to say America is a strong and free nation today because of people like your great son, and we want to thank you for being here. Thank you very much, sir.
Jesus Christ.
I also want to express my love for the moms with us whose extraordinary heroes gave their lives in the terrorist attack at Abbey Gate in Afghanistan. I got to know you very well, very well. And these are phenomenal people. We went to a club I own in Bedminster, New Jersey, which is beautiful. They played music. They said, you actually think he's coming out? They said yes, and I was going to do just to stop by and say hello. And we ended up listening to music for 4 hours on that beautiful night,
right,
looking at the sky.
He's just a theater kid.
He is.
He's just a.
I see that now.
I'm gonna say this on live. This is funny. So,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this on live.
You're right.
So,
All right. Go ahead.
for those who don't know, I moved to. We live in New York, right? I said fuck my car, right? I have fucked up
shit.
credit.
Oh,
bought a car, whatever. The car's had issues since I bought the bitch. So I got it all the way here, and then I eventually looked at Brad. I'm like, I'm not paying for this fucking car anymore. Why the fuck? This was a month ago. You remember I told you?
Yeah,
a
you
month
told me
ago?
to fuck that car.
A month ago, right? And I said, I just told him to come get this piece of shit, right? Shouldn't be a piece of shit, but it's Ford. This motherfucker just called me. He goes, hey man, we see that your payment's 28 days late. We were wondering when you're gonna pay that. I said, pay what? He goes, your car note. I said, the car I told you guys to come pick up. He said, oh shit, I'm new. I said, how new? He's like, they hired me last week. I said, so how many people
He doesn't know.
I said, he's like, yeah, everybody just keeps quitting. I said, let me tell you why. I was out there telling him like, bro, get out while you can. Yeah. I was out there. He's like, oh shit. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, bro, just quit.
Get the fuck out of there.
Like,
Hang
just
up
quit.
this phone and leave.
Like, he's like, well, I'm gonna let her know what's going on. And see, I said, bro, your manager? He's like, yeah. I was like, a woman? He's like, yeah. I said, white lady? He's like, yeah. I said, glasses, right? He's like, yeah. See, yeah, that bitch. I told that bitch a week ago, like a month ago, to come get this fucking car. Well, what she said, he's in there listening to the drama. He's like, what happened? I was like, I told her to come get that shit. She was like, I'll figure something out, and hung up. And he was like, damn, there's a note in here from 305, like 3.
Yeah.
He was like, damn. I was like, yeah, bro. He's like, damn. I'll raise the flag and see what happens. I said, call me back, bro, if you figure something out. He's like, don't worry.
He sounds like he's actually gonna be on it too.
Bro, because he just got hired. He doesn't give a fuck right now.
Trev's already got somebody working for him in the
But no,
work out.
to what you were saying before, Brad, no, he really is just a theater kid, a creative guy who never got the chance to do that outlet, so it all boiled into fucking rage and resentment and hatred of everything liberal, because that's what he wanted to be, is like a free spirit.
And he's a narcissist, so the mask he wears now is just covering up all of the things that you just mentioned.
Dude, like, I think that if he was able to just be himself,
Really
I
express
think he would
himself.
unironically be, like, non-binary.
Gay.
Oh yeah.
No, he'd be gay, but I think he would be dressing up like in drag. I think that's like his thing. Like he wants to look pretty, like, and wants to be praised, and like that's his whole fucking
But if
thing.
he just did that right from the get-go before he
And
got
do
into
musical
all this
theater.
this other shit, then maybe we wouldn't be. Where
He'd
we
be
are.
like Elton John, yes, or like
Yeah.
Christy Noem's husband, for sure.
That's what I was
Hi.
going to say.
Thinking about those wonderful people. Abbey Gate, very well known. Should have never happened. That should have never happened. That was incompetence by the Biden administration. So to Alice Lopez, you know that, right? Yeah, we know that. To Alicia Lopez and Paula Knaus, Self, Coral, Brasino, and to all of the Abbey Gate moms, we're thinking of you in this Mother's Day. And again, we had you to the White House. We had you to, I was over at a very beautiful cemetery, as beautiful as they can be, but, you know, it's a sad occasion. We went over and we paid our respects, but we lost great people that day. We shouldn't have lost any people that day.
Sorry. This is the same man who said if you get captured by a foreign military, you're a loser.
Yeah. Yeah, I prefer my soldiers not captured by the enemy. He's such a fucking... that's why I was waiting for, like, an American to get taken prisoner by, like, the Iranians. I was like, bro, shit talk him. That's what you do, right?
No, you know what
shit talk him.
He'd be like, fuck him. He was weak.
No, he probably, like, that, dude, I was always worried. I was like, yeah, dude, if we ever had, like, prisoners taken, like, he would not even attempt to get them back. He'd be like,
he wouldn't even
they
know.
have been sacrificed.
Yeah.
You know, we will avenge them.
He'd give them a Medal of Honor or something.
Can we
Put
also...
up
You guys notice that all the videos that we used to... Like, the beheading videos and shit just, like, disappeared?
Well, that's because that was early internet. They didn't figure out how to just yank that shit. But now, you try and post that shit, it's gonna get deleted fucking immediately by an AI. You know, like immediately flagged. That's why, like, you have like websites for that now, like Live Leak and shit like that.
I mean, Twitter lets that shit slide sometimes.
Sometimes.
But it's,
Yeah,
this Mother's Day,
RP
we're thinking of all of those incredible moms, and we're doing everything in our power to support them and millions of other mothers all across America. And we're blessed to have many wonderful mothers serving in this administration, including Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins, who's doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah, fuck
Thank
you.
you
Suck
very
my
much.
dick. Tainted tip.
I don't even know who she is.
And the
Me
first
neither,
woman
don't
ever
need
to
to.
serve as a White House Chief of Staff. She's become a legend, Susie Wiles.
Oh wait, no, Susie Wiles is a fucking demon.
She's amazing.
Susie Wiles is like the one in control of the entire cabinet. She is the one, like the puppet master, and she's been like low key every once in a while leaking stuff out in order to like pull everyone's attention one way, while then she like they pull all the strings on another fucking side. Like she's the one in control of the public narrative. You know. The
To help
PR.
American families and mothers, we passed a great big beautiful bill, the largest tax cuts in American history.
For the top 1%.
Yeah.
Thank you. Need to say that
say
because
that every time.
yes, you did do a large tax cut for billionaires, bro.
Expanded the child tax credit to $2,200 from a much lower number per child, and delivered the largest expansion of school choice in American history. We have school choice all over now. We had virtually none.
What
Everybody
the
loved
fuck does school choice even mean?
So,
What does school
like,
choice
they can
mean?
choose.
What does that mean? They could choose what school
school
to
they
send.
go
That you
to.
always had that choice. You could send your kid to a private school, a Catholic
I don't-
school, a fucking boarding school. What does that even
Policy
mean?
allowing public education funds to follow students to schools or services that best fit their needs, rather than restricting them to assigned neighborhood schools.
You've never been, dude. Nobody has
I
ever
don't
been
think you've ever
forced.
been restricted.
No one has ever been
to-
forced, or not ever. They were forced to go to
yeah,
different
it's
schools.
just-
Technically, that is still a thing. I don't know what the fuck he's talking. If you live in a certain zip code,
Yeah,
You can
what's
only
your,
go to the-
Yes, that's your
what's
public
the zip
school.
code in Manhattan? Give me a zip code.
Fucking 10038.
Okay, give me a
It's
zip code
finite.
that isn't here. Give me somewhere else.
Fuck. There's random fucking numbers. Wow, what's your point?
So the point is if you live in the zip code that you just gave me the first time, you can't go into school in another zip code. You have to go to school in that zip code.
Only if you go to public school.
Oh, this is for private?
Well,
No, this is just.
that's just- he's
no,
just
this is what I'm
stating
saying.
something
Is
that's already going
if
on.
you don't want to send your kid to this public school, send them to any private school. Whether you ship them off to fucking Scandinavia
well,
doesn't
you can
even
even
matter.
send them to a different public school within the zip
Within
code,
the same
technically.
district,
Yeah.
yes.
So, are they saying that?
But it says
are they
enable
saying-
families to choose public, private, or charter.
So you couldn't do that.
Or
before?
home-
You could do that before.
Yeah, I
You
don't.
c- but you can't go in public schools.
Yeah.
It says public. You cannot go to school. Okay, I went to school in
And
San
a different
Diego.
zip.
I couldn't go to school in Oklahoma.
Yes.
Because I lived in San
Yes,
Diego.
because
County.
that's your
Right.
public school. This is your public school in this area. I know. But what he's saying is we're bringing back public school choice, or you bring back school choice. Is he implying that if you live in this area, you can send your kid to a different public school in a different
In a
fucking...
different zip?
Because if he is, now the busing system is fucked.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason for those different districts
That's
is
why they do
how do we
that.
get these kids to these schools?
Well-
These like it's a bus route. They all have to get there at the same fucking time. It's nightmarish. Thank you for becoming a loyalist. Much appreciated. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
school choice with accounts. We have a very special thing, the Trump
Joe.
accounts, where we're helping families to
fucking
set aside
up.
tax advantage savings for their children's future, and we are giving every American newborn child $1,000 automatically to invest and to grow over.
No,
the
that's a lie. That is all money that is quote unquote going to be seeded from billionaires. That entire thing that he's saying, the Trump bank accounts, that is, it's based on a promise. Based on a promise that some billionaire will seed $1,000 into every single account. He won't even do it with government money. So he's like, yeah, we're going to do this, but it's not going to be ours.
What happened to the Trump cell phones and all the? There's
Oh
so
my
many
God,
instances
everything. It's not going to
of-
happen.
Oh, did you
No.
see that white
There's
dude
hundreds of him
that
fucking you over.
He raged about the phones.
No.
He was like, he said, I'm a diehard MAGA supporter, and I done voted for Donald, and I invested.
the phone? I saw
Me,
that.
me and my wife and my family bought 3 phones, Donald. He said, I shit you not. This is the video. I promise you can find it. We bought 3 phones, Donald. I haven't got a fucking phone, Donald. Where the fuck is I want my money back, or I want my motherfucking phone, damn it.
He's pissed.
He was mad as
Dude, I don't
fuck.
feel bad for anybody who buys Trump coin and lose their money, Trump phone and loses the Trump RX and they get fake ivermectin pills. Like, I don't give a fuck. If
He
you buy...
has a track record of fucking people over
Oh,
forever.
It's like, no, you are so stupid that you might need this lesson. You might need this lesson.
Might need one more curriculum in the game of life in order to realize that he's going to fuck you over,
I
whether you're a
smelled that
child
shit.
or whether
You're
it's
out of your
business
fucking
or whether
mind.
you're a fucking adult. It doesn't matter. He will fuck you.
Came back and slapped me again like a bitch.
What's that?
Smell it.
Oh.
Of their lives.
We're almost at the end, thank God.
And I want to
That
thank the
is
Dell
fucking
family. It's
strong.
a great family. He is amazing. She is amazing. They've done such a job on that. They put up a lot of money too. Put up $6,250,000,000. That's somebody. And he started making computers on his bed in college and selling them because they were better than other computers. And he just.
I was
they said,
talking about the Dell people, the family who created the Dell computers and shit. They're the ones who were like, yeah, we're going to give $1,000 to every new child born in the United States. Bitch, you can't. You don't have that money. I don't give a fuck how rich you are. You're not Elon Musk, bitch. $1,000 to every new child. How many? We fuck a lot, right? We gotta be fucking here.
The only people who could probably do that are the Waltons.
Yeah, but even also like it's just it's based. It's like we live. We're begging for a crumb from a billionaire. Please, thank you for the crumb, Mr. Billionaire. Thank you for the $1,000. It's like what the fuck?
I know.
Thank you for the 1,000 gifted.
That's what drives me insane. It's like this is nothing. Their lives would not fucking change, and they can eliminate fucking homelessness, eliminate fucking childhood hunger, eliminate fucking so many things.
What is Triv
They won't
drinking?
do it.
Diesel.
How did you do that? He said, well, I did it, and I just never stopped. It just kept going. So go out and buy a Dell. They're great. We're also working to make it easier than ever before to start a family by lowering the price of IVF, cutting regulatory battles and barriers, and fighting to bring down the cost of living so that more Americans can pursue the dream of...
How the fuck are you bringing down the cost of living, bro? The cost of living is skyrocketing.
It's never been higher.
And it's a dream of living just a good life, maybe a great life. We cut drug prices now with the favored nations, most favored nations. We cut them by 70, 80, 90%. You could say 500%, 600, depending on the way you phrase the statement.
What are you talking about? You can't say different numbers and they don't mean the same thing. That's what he just fucking said.
He does this every time. He can't give up on it. He can't give up. He's like, I once said that we were dropping it by 600, so now I got to keep saying it.
But we now play. So when I was here, this was a big ambition. Right at the beginning, I was able to cut him a little bit, but I didn't cut him. I cut him more than anybody else, which was a little bit. Because for 28 years, drug prices and prescription drugs only went in one direction. And when I came back, we now did something that everybody said was impossible. Favored nations. We had the highest drug prices in the world, by far. Now we have the lowest drug prices in the world.
Okay.
That's not true, bro.
Does he just literally wake up every day and say, what type of useless dribble can I fucking slop out of my mouth in order for people to fucking like me?
No, he does. I mean, I always used to fight between does he believe in the shit that he's saying or is he willfully lying? And I think it depends on, like, what he's saying. Yeah, literally.
Drug policy under Biden. All right, so this was under Biden. $2,000 mandatory annual cap for Medicare Part D.
I just know for a fact we do not have the lowest drug prices
It's
in
literally
the world.
the same.
Yeah,
It has not
everything's
changed.
the exact fucking same.
It's the exact same.
You imagine. So we cut them by 50, 60, 70%. And go out and you'll see exactly. It's one of the big. I think it's one of the biggest things that we've done. Drugs that were costing in London $10 for a pill would cost $130 for a
fat pill.
in the United States. And now, if it's $10 or if it's $20, that's what we pay. We pay the lowest price anywhere in the world, so it's great. And the fake news doesn't want to write about it, but that's why I talk about it.
Because it's not
because
true.
We have no choice. We have to. So I just want to I want to thank everybody for being here. It's so important. We do things like we keep men out of women.
Drug prices under Trump versus Biden. Approximately, some drugs were capped at $2,100. In 2026, out of pocket, under Trump is $2,000 on average. It's $100 cheaper.
That ain't shit, and even so, I still don't believe it. I don't believe anything that says that Donald Trump has lowered the price of goods is a lie. But wait, no, this part's good. Ready for this?
Thank everybody for being here. It's so important. We do things like we keep men out of women's sports, a very popular issue. We stop.
Dude, why the roaring
the
applause?
fuck up.
The roaring applause.
I know.
No,
That is
there's somebody with a
That
sign.
is disturbing.
Caroline Levitt with her fat belly and no lips is sitting off to the side saying, "Laugh now."
Yeah, no, dead ass.
Yeah, that's true.
Gender mutilization
I
of
know.
your children.
Oh wait, what did he just say?
It's a very popular issue. We stopped transgender mutilization of your children for everyone.
Mutilation.
Mutilization is
It's
the word that you just
mutilation.
fucking
You dumb
rendered.
fuck.
Diarrhea.
Wait. Mutilization is not a
Brainworms.
word.
Doesn't.
We stopped transgender mutilization of your children for
Can we,
everyone.
hold on.
That's not a word.
Clip that.
I'm just like
Clip that.
so annoyed, man.
Oh, my mama's calling me. I'm gonna tell her I'm gonna call
You better
her.
answer that.
Let's keep playing.
Everyone, we don't have that. But I want to thank every single mother here this afternoon and all across our nation for your work every single day.
got tequila in my
America's
hair.
moms are really raising the future of our country, the most important. You have the most, we don't call it a job because when you love.
You spilled tequila in my hair? You did. You spilled tequila in my hair.
I didn't even see it.
Hold on. This one's better. That's the GTS.
Nice.
Enemy AC 130 above.
Man.
Moms are raising.
I've been blessed by the tequila man.
They're raising the future of our country, the most important. You have the most, we don't call it a job because when you love it, it's not a job, but let's, for this purpose, you have the most important job there is in America or any place else, and you're doing an incredible job. I just want to wish you all a very happy Mother's Day. We're going to have a great Mother's Day, and for those mothers that lost their child, many of whom are with us today, the Angel Moms and others, Gold Star Moms, we love you especially. We love you maybe even the most. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
Oh, dude. If you stole every one of their bags, these white ladies, you'd probably leave with like $10 million.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. For sure.
Nah, they're all broke.
Nah, you're right. They are military wives.
No, it's not. Well, it's not even just that. They're Christian neo-nationalists. You know, they give all their money to their new man that's fucking them.
Oh, true. All right, then the last thing I wanted to talk about, this will be short, guys. So Mr. Wonderful, as you know, which is Kevin O'Leary, that cocksucker from Shark Tank.
Yeah.
He just bought a data center that is quite literally 3 times the size of Manhattan in Utah.
And it's takes twice the amount of power than the entire state of Utah.
Oh, it uses more power
Yeah.
every day
Yeah.
than like the state uses in like a year.
Yeah. Or is that what it is? That's great.
Happy birthday, James.
Well, I'm actually the only developer of data centers on Earth that graduated from environmental studies.
Oh, so you're a scumbag. I don't really give a fuck about what he has to say.
Yeah, he's such a piece of shit. We can't give him any more airtime because, again, what benefit are the people from Utah getting out of this? They're not getting any benefit out of this. What benefit is coming from this? None, other than pollution and fucking
2.5 times the size of Manhattan. Jesus
2.5
Christ.
times. Okay, so I was a little
We'll
short.
be 100%
I mean, it
powered
was
by
a little
gas
big.
generators.
But yeah, I mean, my God, dude.
It'll
It's just
increase
insane.
Utah's greenhouse gas emissions by 50%.
Yeah, 50%. Yeah. Yep. So twice the amount.
Holy fuck.
What are we doing this for? What is the purpose of this?
White power.
It's just more surveillance and
White power.
Kill we're
and
gonna
profit.
Pollute. I mean, people are. Yeah, it's just.
White power.
He's had too much tequila, folks. He's forgotten what color he is. He can't say.
I forget. I'm telling everybody what the fuck is happening.
That's why.
White power.
It's all for fucking profit.
They're over there having a meeting this weekend. Down with the niggers.
Jesus Christ Almighty. We gotta make these fucking
Have you seen
clanker
some of
armies.
the like the responses from like the council members that approved it.
No.
It's like they're just like crying and like, oh, there's people. It's like you fucking voted to kill people. People are gonna be pissed about that. Sorry.
And everybody's gonna get fucking lung cancer from the emissions.
Yeah. So what kind of harm are you doing just by enacting that? Think about that.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible. All right, listen, if you're here live, you stay. If you're watching this pre-recorded on YouTube, thank you very much. I hope you survived getting through listening to Donald Trump talk for 22 minutes straight to a bunch of Gold Star families. Other than that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and buy merch. Hit the thanks button, click the join button, fuck you, and become a patron on Patreon. I love you very much. Bye.